All right, everybody, welcome to Essential Oils to Thrive Through Winter. So I'm going to touch on a little bit more than essential oils just at the beginning, but then I'm going to go through, really my favorite products that I have used for so long and that are just so tremendously beneficial. So my name is Allie Phillips, and my business is called Manifested Harmony. I am an attorney. I'm a certified health coach. I am a certified energy healer master teacher. I am a Young Living brand partner. And the information I'm going to talk about in this presentation is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. What I'm going to do is just share what I love to use and what has been very beneficial to help me thrive through winter. All right, and before we get into the topic, in 2022, I am going to be running a series called the Year of Well-Being. This is like beyond self-care, which I think we all need right now. And so every month has a topic. And so I would encourage you to go to the manifestedharmony.com website. And if you are in my essential oil group, then this is a free class to you. So if you're in my downline, and if you're in the Sacred Shift membership group, this is a free program for you. Otherwise, there's just a small fee, but it is going to be packed with content, and there is a topic every month to really help you find your well-being at all the levels. All right, so let's dive in. So, we're in another winter that is really different than the past because of the pandemic and everything that's going on that has really changed how we live our world. Yet at the same time, we need to do all the same things that we have done in the past to stay well, to stay strong, to stay happy, to stay balanced. Winter is a time that we typically slow down. Biologically, we're going into hibernation mode. And it's a time when temperature changes, especially here in Michigan. It was 23 degrees today. We have snow on the ground. There's less sunlight. And it's a time to take care of yourself, okay? It's not a time to go, go, go and push the pedal to the metal. And so before I get to the oils, I want to talk about some foundational wellness practices because oils are amazing and very beneficial, but it takes a village to create a well body. So whole foods are the most important thing. When you eat real food, nothing from a bag, a box, or a drive-in window, you are going to feel your best with physical wellness. And when I think about the winter holidays, we overindulge on food. We typically overeat in the colder months because we're inside more, tend to not have much self-discipline, no matter what your New Year goals are. Biologically, we're actually meant to add weight in the winter. We're meant to pack on the pounds to keep us warm. So this is not the time to set weight loss goals. Those goals are April 1st. Okay. And, we typically slow down, but we don't want to become depleted or sluggish. And so, the food we eat is very important. It needs to be real food. Food has a frequency. And when we eat real food, like a cucumber or an almond, it has frequency to it and it makes us feel better. And when we eat food that we know that we are reactive to, like gluten. A lot of people are reactive to gluten. So if you're going out and eating that spaghetti and that pizza, your body is going to fight the food and not keep you strong and safe. It's not going to have any reserve left to fight a virus. And so when our physical wellness is challenged, that actually heightens our emotional stress, which I will get to in a minute. We also need to drink a lot of water. We should be drinking half of our body weight in ounces every day. So if you weigh 150 pounds, you should be drinking 75 ounces of water. not coffee, not tea, water. Okay, now I like to add Young Living's Vitality Drops to the water because citrus oils are very cleansing and beneficial to the body, plus they have electrolytes in them. So water is important. Getting moving is important. You know, we tend to exercise less in the winter, and that's normal. You know, winter is not the time that we run a marathon. You know, it's slower movements. We're indoors. So get moving. You know, go to your local mall and walk. I've been doing that. I feel like a senior citizen. I'm walking with all of them. You know, aim to get your 10,000 steps in a day. Lift weights, stretch. If you have a smart TV and can pull up YouTube, you can have all the free yoga and Pilates classes you want, and you can just sit in your living room and your cats can lay all over you while you do that. So that's important. We also need to have balanced, healthy emotions. You know, if there have been past arguments and disappointments, it's going to result in anger and unforgiveness. That can lead to grief and melancholy, especially during the winter season when there's less sunlight, we're slower, we stay inside more. You know, that can lead to loneliness and stress and fear. Fear is one of the emotions that you do not want to get a hold of you, especially in the winter. And, you know, if you're panicking and afraid because you've been watching the news lately and you're hearing stories of a 30-year-old who was healthy and, you know, died from the virus that is going around, first of all, you don't know the backstory. You don't know the backstory. But second, you're going to send out so many stress hormones in your body that will actually suppress your immune system. So fear suppresses the immune system. And then what do you think will happen? You're going to be more susceptible to a virus. So it's vitally important that you stop watching fearful news, watching fearful social media posts. Block out the negative people, especially those who make you feel bad or guilty or shamed or tell horror stories. Block them because their negativity is not worth you going into fear, which then harms your health. Because you live in your body, they don't. They do not get to do that to you. So you may need to outright block them. And when our emotions are heightened or stressed, this impacts our physical body. So our physical body can impact our emotions. You know, when we physically don't feel good, emotionally, it will take a toll on us. And emotionally, when we don't feel good, it will take a toll on the physical body. So I'm going to go through some oils that are really beneficial. But second is, you know, supplementation. We need to really supplement. Even if you eat the most amazing food, you know, you're organic vegetarian, you know, you just eat the best of the best, we do have a food supply that's depleted. So especially in the winter, supplementing vitamin D3 is important because we have less sun. And low levels are associated with decreased immune function and increased upper respiratory infections. You don't want that right now. So vitamin D3 is important. Zinc is important. Our body doesn't produce it, so we have to get it through food or through supplementation. And no more than 40 milligrams a day, you know, but you can increase it when you're sick. And what it does is it helps our immune system because it's antiviral, and it helps us respond strong when our system is being attacked. So zinc is important. Selenium, likewise, it's an antioxidant which reduces inflammation and enhances the immune response. About 200 micrograms is good a day. Vitamin C is important. This protects your cells. It allows old cells to flush out of the body and new cells to grow in healthy. Vitamin C protects against inflammation. It reduces symptoms. And, you know, typically they recommend only 40 milligrams a day, but it's not stored in the body. So you can really go 500 to 2,000 milligrams a day. okay, because it flushes out of the body. And then your B vitamins. So B deficiencies impact the immune system and cell repair and creates inflammation, which makes viruses worse. So proper levels of your B vitamins strengthen the immune system, reduce the cytokine effect, the inflammatory effect in the body, improves respiratory function. And there's 13 B vitamins, so you're going to want to get them tested to see where you are. In fact, I'd recommend getting all these levels tested so that you know where you are. Okay. All right, now let's get into our topic and let's talk healthy breathing. All right. Now, a lot of these I like to diffuse at night and topically apply on my chest for easy breathing through the night. But you can also use them throughout the day, especially if you're stressed, because when we're stressed, we breathe very shallow. When you can breathe in these oils, even putting some in your palm, putting your palm over your nose, breathe very deeply so that the oils go into the bottom of the lung. Like breathe in for a count of 8 until you can't take another breath. And then you can release and exhale. So here's the thing. If you wear a mask by choice or by requirement, it is really important that you spray essential oils on the inside of your mask to help you breathe. And what I do, I don't know if you can see this. This is a glass spray bottle. I think this is a 10 ml. You can get 5 ml, 2 ml. You can get these on Amazon. They're atomizers. A lot of people use them for perfume. And I make these like crazy and I hand them out all over the place. But this is mine. And I fill it half with distilled water, half with witch hazel. And then I put in 4 drops of oil for 10 ml. And my favorite is 2 drops of peppermint, 2 drops of eucalyptus. And the witch hazel helps the water to dry on the inside of the mask because you don't want it to be wet, but the oils stay. So it's really, oh, it smells so good. It's really, really nice. Okay. All right, so let's go through some of my favorite oils. So Raven is a blend, and it is a combination of Ravensara, Eucalyptus radiata, lemon, peppermint, and wintergreen. Now, the key oil is Ravensara, which is found within the leaves and the wood of the camphor tree, which is a large evergreen tree native in southern China and Japan, as well as Taiwan, Korea, and Vietnam. And Raven is really good to open the respiratory system. These are all safe for pets too that are having respiratory issues. I sprayed that, the oils, they went down my throat. That it helps to open the lungs so that you can take a deep breath and release stress and grief. Helps for easy breathing while you're sleeping, helps you to calm stressed breathing. It opens the lungs, it helps you exhale negative emotions. And so I like to diffuse it at night to keep my breathing open and balanced, and diffuse it for pets that need respiratory support. You can even topically apply it over your lungs. You can even put it underneath your nose. Now, RC is slightly different. Whereas Raven had 1 type of eucalyptus oil, RC has 3. It has 3 types of eucalyptus plus myrtle, pine, marjoram, lavender, cypress, peppermint, and black spruce. And this I like to topically apply over my lungs. You can put it on the bottom of your feet to get it in the body. You can add it to a hot compress and put it over your lungs or even over your face when you need some extra support. You can diffuse it at bedtime, and energetically it helps us let go of grief or negative emotions that store in the lungs. So it's very uplifting, it's very energizing to the mind. It releases like a spiritual stuckness, and where you just feel like, oh, I'm kind of going nowhere fast. And it can release other people's negative energy that can really make us feel worn down and tired. Breathe Again is my #1 favorite respiratory oil because it has 4 types of eucalyptus in it. plus Laurus nobilis, which I'm going to talk about shortly, peppermint, copaiba, blue cypress, and myrtle. And it comes in a roller bottle. And I use this at night over my lungs before bedtime. And, you know, energetically, it opens the heart and the solar plexus chakras and the lungs to really release sad, grieving emotions. You know, and when we're stressed and worried, we tend to breathe shallow. So this oil really helps to deepen breathing and you will instantly relax. Okay. I also love sniffles. This is what I put in my diffuser at night. This also has 4 types of eucalyptus in it, and sniffles is in the kids sense line. So it was created for children, but you know, we're all kids at heart. I just love it because it's very soft. Even though it has 4 types of eucalyptus, it's soft, and that's my favorite to diffuse at night. Now, there are some very powerful single oils that are beneficial for the lungs. And again, if your lungs need some immediate help, you can certainly diffuse, but I would recommend putting a drop in your hand, putting your hands over your nose, and you directly inhale very deeply into the lungs, okay? I recommend Mountain Savory. This is for, you know, and I'm limited in what I can say, but let's just say if there's an extreme situation, start inhaling Mountain Savory. You want to inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. I also love lemongrass, hyssop, manuka, and oregano. So Young Living has actually given some of these to us for free over the last year or two, and there's a reason. There's a reason. These are amazing for the respiratory system. And last but not least, if you have never tried the Easy Breeze shower steamers, oh my gosh, it will change your shower experience. They are just these little pellets. I actually break them into like 3 or 4 pieces because I just want a little one to put on the floor in your shower. And it has peppermint and eucalyptus. And so it opens your breathing with the warm air. So it is amazing. Now you can also put it in warm water, put a towel over your head, and then put your head over the warm water. And oh my gosh, it will make your lungs happy. That is a must-have for me for winter. I just love it. That is one that I want to stand by because if my lungs are struggling with something, I go to that right away. All right, so those are your breathing oils. Now let's get to strong immunity. I think everybody wants this, but yet I find a lot of people are not doing this. You can't wait until you have a problem. Okay, you have to be proactive every day. Every day, not when you think about it, and not when you get sick. So these are some proactive things to think about. And, you know, I'm not saying that you got to use all of these, but you're going to want to use most of these. Okay. So Inner Defense is a capsule. And I like to ingest this. I mean, I take this every day. I've been taking this every day for over 2 years. Usually I just take it from Halloween to Easter to get me through winter season, but I have now taken it every day since Halloween 2019. And it's also good to take and to ramp up when you feel sluggish before you're going to travel, like get on an airplane. And it just really keeps you above the wellness line so that you don't drop below it. And it's filled with the Thieves oil blend, which is cinnamon, clove, lemon, eucalyptus, rosemary. It also has thyme and oregano, which are amazing for immune and respiratory support. This is a daily important capsule to take. ImmuPro is a chewable, and it has the Ningxia wolfberry, which is a super high antioxidant. It has 3 types of mushroom powder. Mushroom powders are amazing for the immune system. It has fruit powders in it, orange oil. It has melatonin, so it's really good to take before bedtime because it's just got a splash of it to help calm you down. Plus, it has selenium and zinc, which I just talked about, are two important supplements, and it has copper, which can be depleted from the body if we take too much zinc. So copper is really important. That is a really, really powerful chewable to take. Super B. So I just went through and talked about supplements that we need. We need all the vitamin Bs and we need vitamin D3. Well, our Super B from Young Living has all the Bs plus selenium and zinc, which are important. Our Super D, is really important for immune function and upper respiratory function. And one of the tablets is 1,000 units, okay? You're also going to want to look at the thieves oil, whether you're diffusing it, topically applying it, or ingesting it. You can put a drop in your coffee. I like to put it in creamer and then put it in the coffee. You can put it in hot water and make a tea. But this is what you go to when you want to strengthen, support, and boost your immune system. And there's all sorts of thieves products out there that you can use. There's hand sanitizer, there's wipes, there's sprays. All of these should be going with you if you're going on travel. And I, because I travel a lot, I take my diffuser with me and I diffuse thieves in my hotel room or my bed and breakfast for 2 hours before I spend any time in it. So this will really help. But other oils to think about, Laurus nobilis, which is bay laurel, and Exodus 2 are two of the biggest oils for your immune system. I'm limited in what I can say about them, but if you have an essential oil guidebook, look them up. Laurus nobilis and Exodus 2 blend. I would also recommend to start topically applying 1 to 2 times a day, geranium and lemon oil together. Okay, a study came out recently. Again, because this is going to be a public video, I'm limited in what I can say, but you can Google it. Let's just say geranium and lemon topically on the body once or twice a day is really, really good for your overall health. Together, they smell like fruit stripe gum to me. If you remember that from our childhood, you can use this in lieu of perfume. Okay, perfume is toxic. This is a safer, more therapeutic, beneficial way, but it's the lemon and the geranium together, all right? So you can put it in a roller bottle with a carrier oil and treat it like a perfume, or you can just take a drop of each, put it in your hand and wherever you want to put it. You can put it in your hair, you can just rub it on you, but really get those two oils on your body every day. All right, next, having strong winter energy. Now, winter, like I said at the beginning, we are meant to slow down. We are meant to stay in. We can't be go, go, go all the time. We're meant to rejuvenate. But at the same point, we don't want to get depleted. Okay, it's not that we're going to be sitting on the couch for the next 3 months. That's not what winter is. You want to have good energy. So the Ningxia Red drink every day, all year long, is really amazing for your immune system. It actually supports all 12 body systems. So if you had to pick one thing, that's what you want to pick. But it'll keep you strong through winter. It's packed with antioxidants because free radicals are attacking our body all day long. And so this helps you have energy and your body is just going to feel great. So if you're not eating right, which I talked about at the beginning, or if you have long and busy days and you're stressed, this is going to keep you balanced. This is a good antidote. Okay, so this is my number one thing. If you have to pick just one thing, this is what you do. Ningxia Nitro is good for brain energy because as our body naturally slows down to hibernate and rejuvenate, we don't want our brain to slow down. We got to keep going. So Ningxia Nitro tastes really good. It's got a splash of chocolate in it. Oh, it comes in a tube. I like to squirt mine in my Ningxia Red and drink it every morning. Now I've already talked about Super B and Super D. These are amazing for energy. The B vitamins are needed for energy. And I've noticed a big difference when I use this Super B. supplement versus other B supplements on the market, because we put essential oils in our supplements, and essential oils go into the cells, and then they take everything else along with it. A lot of other supplements have so many fillers that we don't absorb them. I absorb these better. I have noticed a difference. So Super B is really good for energy. So is Super D. And not just physical energy, emotional energy. These two are very important for really boosting your mood through winter. And then citrus oils, diffuse them, smell them. They energize the body. You can drink them. And when you smell them, they light up the prefrontal cortex of the brain. And we get energized. So those are really good to diffuse. All right, let's go to muscles. So, you know, whether it's the physical demands of being busy through the holiday season or shoveling the driveway or emotional stress. I mean, emotional stress, grief, depression, anxiety can actually cause muscle and joint pain. These are the oils that I love. So Aroma Seas, this is a very rarely discussed oil blend that is powerful, powerful. So it contains marjoram. Marjoram is for muscles. Always remember that. Marjoram is for muscles. And it also contains basil, lavender, peppermint, and cypress. And it feels amazing when you apply it on the areas of the body that are not feeling great, okay? Panaway, I think a lot of people know about Panaway, you know, but this is the oil when you've overdone it and you know you're gonna feel it in the morning, whether you were shoveling or skiing or snowshoeing or you went hiking. Put the Panaway on before you know you're gonna have a problem. Put it on after and forget about it. You'll feel better because it has a wintergreen peppermint combination, which is a documented painkiller. It also has helichrysum. Helichrysum is just for healing. And then clove. Clove is very warming, which in the winter, sometimes we don't want the coolness to really be on our body. So it has a nice warming that our muscles love. Now, deep relief, a lot of people get deep relief and Panaway confused. Deep relief has all the oils of Panaway plus lemon, grand fir, copaiba, and vetiver. So deep relief is when you really need to get into those muscles really deeply. I mean, the name says it all. You're going very, very deep into the muscles. And it comes in a roll-on, so I love it. You can just reach in places that, you know, are difficult to reach. So that is a very good one to use. We have the Cool Azul Pain Cream, if you like a cream rather than an oil. And this has an over-the-counter label for pain relief due to aches and pains caused by arthritis, strains, sprains, and bruises. So this actually has a medical label on it. And then clove. Clove by itself, very, very loved by muscles because it's warming, especially if you don't want to put anything cool on your body in the winter because you're already cold enough. Clove is a good go-to. Put it in a carrier oil or a lotion, massage it on. Oh my gosh, it feels amazing. All right, for winter skin. So we need to protect our skin, especially if you are in a northern climate and it's like the air is dry, it's windy, and your skin's going to take a beating. So, you know, you want to avoid putting toxins on your skin that are going to lower your immune system. So these are just a few of my favorites. I mean, Young Living has an entire skincare line, but these are my favorites for winter. So the Bloom Brightening Cream is actually new. It just came out in mid-October 2021. We've had the Bloom Lotion since summer of 2020, but the brightening cream is thicker. I love it. It is perfect. It's got that thickness and that moisturizing for winter if you tend to have drier skin. Now, the Bloom Brightening Cream is, anybody can use it, but it is really targeted for mature skin, skin that has dark spots, wrinkles. It gives a brightness and a lightness to your skin, a radiance. I love it. It is worth getting. Now, there's also the Art Intensive Moisturizer. Again, this is thick. To me, and believe me, I have dry skin. I need a thick lotion. The Art Intensive Moisturizer I use at night because sometimes it's a little too thick if I want to put makeup on over top of it. So I love it at night, and then I add in the Art Serum, which, oh my gosh, I mean, the antioxidants in it and how it rejuvenates at a cellular level, amazing for winter. You're going to want hand lotions. I mean, how many times today alone have you put on hand lotion? Most hand lotions are filled with alcohols, and as soon as you put them on, they dry out your hands. 5 minutes later, you're putting the lotion on again, which dries out your hands even more. Young Living has a variety of hand lotions. I mean, the lavender hand lotion, I love. They have a luscious lemon if you just love that fruity scent. The Winter Nights may still be in stock. It's a seasonal favorite. Oh my gosh, it smells amazing. And these lotions are completely non-toxic. They will not dry out your skin. When you put it on, it's on until you wash it off. It doesn't get sucked into your skin and disappear, because that's the alcohol in the other lotions. So they have these hand and body lotions. I would highly, highly recommend getting them, and a little goes a long way. You know, with other lotions, you're squirting a big blob in your hand. With these, I'm literally putting the size of a pea. Okay, so they last a lot longer than traditional lotions. And then one of my favorite tricks for winter skin, do you ever get like a crack in your skin and then it starts to bleed? So that happens to me every now and then, usually when we get into February and it's like, oh my gosh, we've had like 2 to 3 months of really cold weather and I have a thumb that gets a crack in it. Here's what I do. You can either use the rose ointment or the animal sense ointment. Put it on your hands at night. You can buy beauty gloves at like Ulta or Sephora, any beauty store. I think you can buy them at Target or Walmart. And they're just these little thin gloves that you wear at night. Put the rose ointment on, especially the super dry spots, or the animal sense ointment. Put the gloves on, wear them through the night. You're going to be stunned in the morning. You're going to want to do this all winter. Okay. You can do it on your feet. Okay. I joke about the Michigan winter feet. Yeah, you're going to want to use the rose ointment or the animal sense ointment. Either of them are going to work. They are very thick. A little goes a long way. All right. So that's my little skin trick. And then we have lip balms. Okay. Because you're going to want a lip balm that, again, doesn't have toxic ingredients or alcohols that are going to dry out your skin and chap your skin. We have amazing lip balms, lavender, cinnamon. I don't know if they still have any of they have a maple, a sweet maple, I think is what it's called, a citrus fresh, amazing lip balms. So be sure to get those and have those available. And then for emotional wellness, the winter blahs that tend to sit with us. And it can come from grief. Maybe you lost a person or a pet, or a job, or your health. You're grieving that, or loneliness, or fear, which I talked about at the beginning about, eliminate fearful media. Fear, worry, panic, depression, anxiety, and just feeling blah will impact you physically and lower your immune system and make you more susceptible to getting sick. So it's really, really important that you smell your way into a happy place. And there's so many oils, but believe me, take any oil. It honestly, any oil, any Young Living oil is better than none, because they are a pure oil. They are going to work with you at a frequency level. But here are my favorites, and I'll tell you why. Believe has very super high vibrational oils of Idaho blue spruce and Idaho balsam fir. Very high vibrational. They lift you up. And, you know, it's excellent in a diffuser, even together. When you find that you need more faith, faith over fear, and you need more strength, even when you're seeing a lot of fear in the world, believe helps you believe that it's all going to be okay. Christmas Spirit, one of my favorites. It's a blend of orange, cinnamon, and spruce, and it just brings the scent of the holidays. I literally diffuse it until the end of March, until there's no more snow. And it's a great way of just not having toxic scents in your house. You know, get rid of those scented pine cones. They're artificially scented. All the candles, all the plugins, all the sprays. This smells like a very popular potpourri that I used to buy many years ago, and it brings happiness and joy. It just smells so good. Gratitude blend. This helps you really shift into a glass half full when you're just feeling kind of mopey and melancholy and woe is me and nothing's going right, and you know, you're just feeling kind of depressed and down, you know, for times that you want to crawl in your blanket for it. And so, you know, it's specifically formulated to elevate and soothe the mind and relax the body and get you into an energy of gratitude. Jasmine, oh my gosh, jasmine warms the heart. It is so soothing to the heart. I mean, it is like that big hug from your mom or a mother figure, you know, that big hug that you just can't get out of. They got you. Jasmine is so nurturing and so healing to the heart, and really brings on, you know, loving sensations. It's a beautiful oil. It's a happy oil. Joy has jasmine in it. It has a lot of the floral oils like bergamot, ylang-ylang, geranium, jasmine, rose, palmarosa. It's also got lemon, coriander, Roman camouflage. And this enhances your frequency of self-love and alleviates sadness, and it brings joy to the heart. And you know, when you diffuse it, it creates a very warm and comforting environment, like sitting on the couch, wrapped in a blanket, reading a good book with a cup of hot chocolate. I mean, that's what joy does. And when you're feeling sad and alone or grieving, this is what you want to smell. Wear it as perfume. And if you are repelled by it, I know a lot of people who are repelled by this, you really need it because you have grief that's ready to come out. Lemon myrtle. Okay, there's some amazing lemon oils with Young Living. Lemon myrtle is the queen of the lemons. It smells fruity. It's like fruity and lemony, and it clears the mind. It's very uplifting for focus and concentration, but it purifies the spirit. It clears negative thoughts. It brings clarity, especially if you feel lost in your journey, which can happen at the beginning of the year as you're thinking about New Year's goals. One Heart is a blend that will move you into a frequency and open your heart to feeling love for all, including yourself. And it moves you into a mindset of helping others, being of service to others. And it gives you a really bright outlook and just helps you spiritually find your center. It's a blend of ylang-ylang, lemon, lime, black spruce, acacia, and the Valor blend. And, you know, when I first heard Mary Young, the CEO of Young Living, talking about this, it became clear to me that this is an oil of awakening to really gently move us to a higher vibration, which is what the earth is doing anyway, if you've ever listened to any of my frequency presentations. So I love it. It smells amazing. put it over your heart, or just smell it. Transformation. This releases the I can't from your thoughts and words. And it's real easy in the winter to just feel kind of down and depressed. And you're going to find yourself saying, I can't. I can't go out to dinner. I can't go skiing. I can't go out. I can't do this. I can't do that. Well, sure you can. That's just resistance to change. And this oil is going to bless your life because it's going to transform those thoughts and those limiting beliefs that you're not enough and that you can't do stuff. Okay, it's amazing. I love this oil. And one that I forgot to put on the screen, valor. Valor is the oil of courage. No fear. You do not want to get into a frequency of fear, especially in the winter, especially now. Do not go into fear. Valor is your oil. You want to be sucking that oil down like it is lemonade. You want to enjoy it, smell it, topically apply it. I wouldn't drink it, even though you're going to want to. Smell it and topically apply it liberally. It is an amazing oil. All right, and then this is what I call my winter depletion antidote. All right, so just kind of seven things that I think will really help us not get depleted in winter. If you are a person who hustles around, you're always busy, you actually use the word busy a lot, yeah, you need to ditch that. Ditch that hustle. It's depleting. It's a desperate energy. Nobody wants to be around anybody who's in hustle mode. Number 2, you need daily time for you to do something fun. I'm totally serious about this. You need to do something fun. If fun is not in your vocabulary, get it in your vocabulary. It will raise you up emotionally and physically. People who have fun in the winter are healthier. There are so many research studies on that. You need time for you every day to do something fun. Number 3, delegate or delay your to-do list so that you can enjoy this holiday season. I'm already seeing people frantically running around. And I actually heard a lady in the store today saying, I just can't wait for Christmas to be over. And I actually said out loud, I'm like, I never want Christmas to be over. Why would you wish that? Some people are so sad inside that it's just a thing to get rid of, to be done with. That's where you go back to those emotional oils. Don't ever wish time away. Don't ever wish it away. So if you're not enjoying the holiday season, because maybe you just have too much to do you really need to do it all? Can you delegate it? Do you really need to make all the food for everybody? Can you call a friend or a family member and say, hey, can you do the mashed potatoes this year? Because I'm making the ham. Delegate. Number 4, when you can do something or give something for a cause you care about, this infuses you with a dopamine happy infusion, which boosts the body, the immune system, and it boosts your mood. So what do you love? Is there a cause that you care about? I love animals. I love doing things to help animals. So tomorrow I'm headed to the shelter to spend some time with animals. That's going to make me feel good, and it's going to make them feel good. Number 5, I've already talked about the vitamins, the minerals, the supplements, the Thieves essential oils to stay energized and well. That's critical. Number 6, you want to boost your energy and emotions. And my favorite diffuser blend is vanilla, orange, cinnamon, and pine essential oils together. Oh my gosh, so yummy, so yummy. And number 7, be gentle on yourself. You've got to build in downtime. Winter is meant for us to rejuvenate. And if you're go, busy all the time, you're going to be depleted going into spring. And spring is when we're supposed to have an energy spurt. Okay, so this is my depletion antidote, winter depletion antidote. All right, and if you are watching this and you are not part of Young Living, whoever sent you this presentation or invited you to it, get with them so that you can get some of these products and get in their team. And if you find this, or I invited you, you can join my team. So my enroller number is on the page. And then let's just stay connected. So I'm always posting wellness tips and information on a variety of topics, including essential oils, crystals, healthy living, healthy food, non-toxic living, various ways that you can just stay well, because you can. And I want you to stay well through winter. All right. So thank you for joining in, and I will see you next time.